Morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Cory. I'm your host, Cory Smith, and I'm here with a special guest on this episode, NC State commit, Jacari Brim. Jacari, first of all, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. So I got to ask you, we found out about your commitment, less than 48 hours ago now at this point as we're talking. What was that like? What was that experience like getting to NC State? And, what made you want to commit?
I'll just say it's a blessing at first. All glory to God. I really just say the coaches just called me, and just from there we just hit off like on the right foot. We just talking about everything, talking about campus, the school, basketball, of course, and Justin Gainey from North Carolina, so he went to Andrews, then he played at Greensboro Dave, so we was just really catching up. He said his guy was Chris Paul, and then
Yeah.
he knew my dad a little bit, but I mean we were just talking about local like Winston Salem, like why I went to West. I told him my dad and everything, but nah, him, Coach Goins, really all the coaching staff really texted me and said like, they want me there, so I mean really just a blessing, and opportunity. So I mean, I took it. So I mean, I think it was the best for me and my family, and I just think it was best for me. So just to go ahead and commit and just say that I want to be a part of the Wolfpack was great for me.
Yes, sir. And I got to ask you, what is Coach Gainey like as a recruiter? Because obviously for you, it was pretty brief. I know in the transfer portal, you don't get a full experience. Sometimes you're recruited by, coaches for 2 and 3 years when you're coming out of high school. But
Right.
what was he like as a recruiter, and what kind of sold you on wanting to play for him?
I mean, he just kept it real. Like when he first called me, him and Coach Goins, he told me like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna compete for a spot, like just compete in general. Like they all care about winning. At the end of the day, they just want to win. Really just competing at the high level. That's what I want to do and just develop as a player. They really talk about the development piece, and they want me to, when I get my opportunity to play or when I'm on the court, they just want me to just be the best player I can be. So really just, I mean, they sold me for that. Like they didn't sell me for that, but that's like the main part of talking about like just getting. They just want to see me get better overall, and really just them two, both the coaches, like really just believing in me, saying like I can play at a high level. So I really just gotta keep my head down and just trust my work and just believe in my work. I know my teammates gonna push me hard to be the best player I can be. So really just believing in God, trusting in my teammates, and believing in my coaching staff.
All right, I got to ask you too, because you mentioned Coach Goins. What did he tell you about his offensive system? What types of things he wants to run at NC State? Because we've seen it in the past, but obviously, some things are probably going to change once he gets to NC State.
I mean, he likes to play fast, get a lot of shots up. I know he showed me a couple clips and where he was at before. They just play fast. They like to get the ball out quick. No, a lot of dribble possessions, like point five like decisions. Like if you shooting it, be confident you shooting. If you passing it, just really he likes to get the ball to the floor. So he was just showing me a bunch of clips of like just or film or just like playing quick, getting shots up, getting back on defense in transition, running in transition, finding open man, being unselfish. So I really say playing fast.
I got you. And take me back to this past year, because obviously at App State, people are looking at the stats. It wasn't like you got a whole lot of opportunities there, unfortunately. What did you learn from this past year, and what made you ultimately want to enter the transfer portal after spending a year at App State?
I mean, what I learned, it was just a learning process, to be honest. Like, like your freshman year, you just learning. I mean, I always talk to my teammates if I had questions or if, I feel like I had to do something better. Like, I asked them, like, well, like, yo, what I need to work on. I always talk to the older guys too. Like, I'll just always be like around them, talking to them. It could be about basketball, life in general. I'll just like kind of like pick their brains because if they older, they know how it works. So, I mean, I like to ask questions a lot. So, I feel like every time if I had a question about basketball or anything, like I can go relate to them. But nah, I think it was a learning process for sure. I mean, I learned that like every possession matters in basketball because if you take a bad shot or if you don't take a good shot for the team, like it'll end up at the end of the game. It can cost you the game. Really just learn like the pace of the game as well. Really just like a whole learning year to be honest. But I mean, I decided to enter the portal just for like a new opportunity. There was no bad blood between like App State or nothing. I just felt like it was just the best option for me. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I just felt like I just needed a better opportunity, and that's really it. But nah, my freshman year was It was probably the best freshman year I could. That's what I thought it would be. Just a learning process, just knowing strong group of guys, like my first group of guys I'll be around, and I just really like to ask questions, like regardless of whatever it is.
Yeah, just being a sponge, right?
Yeah.
So taking it back to West Forsyth too, before you got to App State, I mean, for those that haven't paid attention, you broke the scoring record that Chris Paul had, and you had the most assists in program history while you were there. First of all, what did it mean to do that and be able to be at the top of that record book? Because obviously that's a pretty tough list to crack as a guard. But what does it also say about your game and how you feel like it can translate to the next level too?
Man, I just think it shows that like I can score at a high level, pass at a high level. I think I'm just a good player in general, just waiting to get better and just keep unlocking more skill. I don't think I'm very great at anything. I feel like I'm just a kid, just trying to keep my head down and just work. I mean, and nah, it was a big milestone when I was in high school. That's what everybody was talking about, like my friends, everybody in like Clemens area, just talking about me beating a record and just they just see like, like I'm on that path, just like Chris Paul. I'm just like a step closer. Especially playing going to NC State now, like that's like more development. Like they gonna get me right. I believe in them. So I mean, I was a blessing for sure in high school. I know it was like people think I had a big head just because I beat Chris Paul's record, but like that's a milestone. But like I still have more work to do if I'm trying to get to where he's at.
Yeah, do you feel like it kind of put more weight on your shoulders to be like, all right, people have these expectations of me?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, a lot of people got stuff to say, but I mean, I just really like don't pay attention to it because like a lot of people will say, oh, he just here just cause, oh, he just going to NC State just cause like the money, this, that, and the third. Like I'm just really just here to have the opportunity and just when I get that opportunity, just to show why I'm here, like why I belong.
And looking at NC State, I mean, was this a program that you followed for a long time? Obviously, growing up in the state of North Carolina, I mean, was there a prior connection to NC State before you started talking to Anthony Goins and Justin Gainey?
I mean, I always knew about him just because when Salem kid, I know Wake Forest, NC, UNC, Duke, NC State, just knowing all those four schools. I mean, I'll just keep up with all four of them. Growing up, I was a UNC fan, but like my dad was saying, it's all right. We're gonna have to change because we're gonna have to be NC State now. But no, I mean, I always kept up with all those four like local schools because that's like if you growing up in Winston, like that's all you really like. You're gonna go to a Wake game, you're gonna go to a Duke game, NC State, UNC game. You always gonna go to them games just to like experience. But now that I'm got the opportunity and just blessed to be here, I feel like it's a good opportunity for sure.
And as far as the position that you feel like you'll play at the next level, I mean, are you sticking with point guard? Because I mean, and number two part of that question, how much pride do you take in being a distributor and being a guy that gets others involved too?
Yeah, I mean, I like to play point guard. If not, I'll do anything on the floor they need me to. Like, if I'm gonna just play the coach, like the two, if I don't know how to play the one, I mean, whatever I'm on the floor doing, I'm gonna just take my full role and I'm gonna accept that role. Really just, yeah, I really just buy into my role. Like, I'm really gotta ask, like, coach, can I do this? Coach, can I do that? Whatever he gonna tell me to do, and I'm gonna just be efficient, possible, and just play hard. Just play hard anyway, like regardless where I'm in or not. But yeah, what was the other part of the question you said?
Oh no, I was just saying, how much pride do you take in being somebody that can move the basketball for others and get others
Oh,
involved?
I mean, you really got to take pride in point guard or being a distributor in general. That's like the quarterback from football, really. You really just got to get your guys involved. That's what I like to do. I mean, I really like to pass and score as well, but I really get my teammates involved. That get me going as well. But now you got to take big pride in being a point guard, especially at that level too.
All right, and I got to ask you about the Garner Road connection too, because obviously in the state of North Carolina, those guys go everywhere across the country, but you do have Paul McNeil that was previously there at Garner Road. I mean,
Yeah.
how much of a connection did you guys have? I don't know if you guys ever actually ended up playing on the same team because he was
hmm
always a year just ahead of you, but how much of a connection did you guys have being a part of that same program?
Now me and Paul, we always talk. Regardless, like if he wasn't going nowhere. Like I remember my 16 year was my first year I got on Garner Road. I was with CB3 before.
Mhm.
But then I came to Gardner Road and Paul was there, and I always just watch how he just working. Like we'll practice with him, and then he'll be like we'll work out, and then he'll work out like after practice, and then he'll work out after the workout. Like he just got a crazy work ethic. But nah, I mean, I always talk to Paul when I see him. I know it's like it's always good between us. But nah, since I'm with him, I'm gonna just pick his brain, work out with him. You know, just ask questions like what you do to get on the floor, like what's the most important thing, like how you take care of your body. I mean, I'm just always asking, but now it's a strong connection for sure. We're gonna build that bond even more since we teammates now.
All right, and I got to ask you. I mean, you talked about the work being put in. I mean, how much work do you feel like you need to put in to become a consistent player for this team and get to that level where you want to be as well?
Really just, always being an hour, 30 to an hour early just to get your body right. You can go training room, get stressed out, make sure you got everything right for practice, even though like workouts. And then I would say just working on my own too. Uh, Not just being workouts is not enough. I feel like you got to put your own work in by yourself, even though when people not in the gym. I feel like that's might be like the best work for you, especially like if you might have a trainer with you, and then but like you still need to go in the gym. But I would say a couple times a day, uh, staying in the weight room, doing like the little stuff, just treat your body right, just to make sure your body is 100%, and just every time you go out on the floor, just make sure you're good. But now you gotta stay in the gym multiple times and just like make sure you're conditioning up, lifting, doing everything you can, and just make sure my body right as well too.
All right, you talked about your dad, Marlon, earlier. I mean, how big of an impact has he had on your career? Obviously, you played for him at West Forsyth as well. I mean, how big of an impact did he have on your career and getting you to this point?
I mean, he had a big role. I mean, playing my coach and my dad, it's not like he's not taking nothing for granted. He's just trying to win as well, just like Coach Gainey. But nah, I mean, he had a big impact, I would say. He just wanted me to be the best I can be, like regardless. So he always want me in the gym, make sure I'm just staying in the gym and I'm only going to the gym. Like I might go hang out with my friends, but he'd be like, okay, before you do that, make sure you go shoot, make sure you go run, make sure you go,
Balance it out, right? Yeah.
yeah, make sure you go bounce it out for sure. More than like basketball than hanging out for real. But nah, I mean, that's my guy. I mean, that's my dad, of course. I'm always look at him like that. I don't look at him no certain different type of way. People be like, oh, he just playing just because he's dad. It's not even that. It's just we both want to win, and he just wanted me to succeed at the high level.
All right, man. Well, last question for you. Just coming into NC State, what can NC State fans expect if they haven't seen you on the court yet? To this point.
Energetic, unselfish player that just wants to win, and to do everything for the team. Me and my teammates, we're gonna gel together. We just gonna win, and we just gonna rock out in Raleigh. Just put on the show, to be honest. But now, when people see me on the floor, just be like, "Dang, he play hard, very competitive, and just wants to win." At the end of the day.
Yes, sir. Well, just another quick question too. I mean, when are you expecting to be at NC State, and when will you be able to start classes?
My move-in day is June 7th. That's when I'm gonna move in, and then hopefully I get up there earlier and work out. Like hit up Paul, hit up Garner Road before there, and just get used to Raleigh before. Like I would like to get up there maybe 2 days earlier, a day or two earlier, just to be like I'm here, just to work. But nah, June 7th is the move-in day. I know my mom gonna be not mad or not sad, but just 2 hours away now because Boone was like an hour from me, hour 20. So I mean, nah, I think I'm gonna try to move in. Nah, June 7th is the official day I'm gonna move in. But yeah, I'm excited for sure.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate it, Jacari. Thank you so much for jumping on with us, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
All right. Good luck to you. Can't wait to see you in red and white.